that should all be up and running. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a looky look on something before I start. Because the title, I don't know what the title of this stream even is right now. Evil laptop. Oh, I mean, yeah, we do need to change that title. Can I? Yes. Let's see. That should be a good title, I suppose. Alrighty. Yeah, it's dark because it's tabbed out. My laptop's being weird about it. I'm just, Ooh, is my bitrate okay? Ooh, honey, no. Okay, this is getting upsetty. There we go, that's up. Alright. Yeah, we are chugging on frames, aren't we? That's concerning. Okay, sorry, technical difficulties on a laptop. I should probably lower the distances. We'll just have those. Ooh. Maybe we'll get salvageable amounts of frames? Not really. Huh, okay, that's not good. Sorry, I'm having a lot of technical difficulties at the start. No. Let's just go with fast for the moment. How many frames are you pulling? Okay, so frames are gonna be really bad this stream. I do apologize. Anyhow, whoa, I am the back. Once again, sorry for the long amount of time between basically streaming. Is my audio working? Let us see. Audio. Yes, you are. Are you working? Good. Alright, my apologies. There's a lot that I'm trying to figure out with this computer because my other computer freaked out. Yeah, last night. So I'm down on my laptop instead of my computer. Anyhow, I am back. And yeah, haven't streamed in a while, so I'm a little nervous. But yeah, this is these frames. Okay. But yeah, I've done a little bit of work on the house. Oh my, this is not doing good. Yeah, I'm gonna do the in-character stuff now. So crazy, so cool. One thing that's changed that I don't understand. Well, I guess I do understand. So, one thing I think I've mentioned previously is that doing my how you say magic, along with like trying to talk to the dead and whatnot, really like kind of how does it work? How what's the word for it? Tires you out, and not in the way of like I'm tired so I need to sleep tired, but more in the way of like it's pulling well, I'm assuming, as from what I'm going to show in a moment, it kind of pulls at your life force more than it should, which is bad. to be completely, frank, that is bad. Anyhow, okay, well, I'm gonna go upstairs then. You can have that door. Sometimes I'll be like looking in the glass or the mirrors. I don't have a mirror. Shh. In lore, I have a mirror somewhere because I've decided that. But looking like a mirror and seeing like something change, which is normal, sure, yeah. But like when you look in a mirror and you see this, like look at that hair. Look at that hair. What happened? It's gone white. And you know, I was trying to not have that like be noticeable, because well, I'm sure people would be like, what is going on? Also, I still very much apologize for the frames. They are exploding. But you know, wondering what's going on, and I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to explain this away, because like there have been things that have been happening. Like, so I did make a new bed and stuff, by the way. Figured I should make like a bed that looks a little more sleepable, along with a few tables and flowers. And there's some saplings outside my door, and that's completely off topic. Basically, what it is as it pulls, how you say, as it pulls, like on your life force, basically, what it does. Sorry, I keep tapping out my screen to check if my audio is okay and stuff, because this is finicky. Can I just? Will that run better? Will that pull me a few more frames? It will. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm very scattered. One of the things that like I've noticed from using my magic as much as I have, because if you've noticed, if I show, I've been using my magic quite a lot, level 75. You know, I've been training my magic because that's how I will stand a chance of being helpful in most situations. The problem with that is that since that pulls on your life force or whatnot, as I've been saying, because like sure it doesn't normally, but not enough to people like actually burn their years unless they're like using magic obscenely. But in conjunction with trying to talk to spirits, with talking to spirits like I do, it produces an adverse effect of more rapid aging. To the extent I don't know how fast it goes, but you know, see here's like where I try to talk to commune spirits. I can do other places, but you know, set that up so that was like that. But the problem is that like in doing that, I've knowingly accepted the risk that I am shortening my lifespan, and now the effects are being seen. Now, I won't stop doing either. I cannot. I must keep using my magic for what I need to be able to help people, to be able to do whatever I must do, and I must be able to keep talking to spirits because that's to help people. The magic just is a means to an end to make that more doable, more palatable, if it will, if I could. Can I tab out now? There we go. I fixed it. I can now tab out. But yeah, like that's the basically the concern with that is that it does affect me over time. Like you might hear it later, depending on what goes on, but I'm in pain more often. Oh hi, my audio's screwed up. Like this makes noise, but dropping things in my inventory doesn't make noise. Okay, but like basically just what's been happening is like, you know, my brain's more foggy. You know, my like I get aches and pains I shouldn't be getting for the age I am, roughly 20 and a year, so 21. Which I'm not saying that aches and pains aren't something that happen, but it's not something that should be happening to the degree it does. Sometimes they're sharp pains, sometimes they're just aches that stay for the day. It's difficult to understand. Those textures, oh my gosh, I need sorry, I'm getting distracted. You know, but it's like genuinely hard to figure out how much is taken off of my life, because sure, my hair could just be prone to going white at a young age, or more likely it's due to my usage of magic, which, you know, pulls from my life, and I guess that means it drains pigment out of my hair slowly too, which is the most noticeable. And like, you know, my brain being a little foggy and scatterbrained, that's kind of just how I am under normal conditions. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm not supposed to be using that yet. You didn't see that. You won't see that for a little bit. This is chugging. I'm gonna keep working on my graphics while I talk. But it's just okay. That is the slowest. I probably want to take that off. Can I just drop my FPS to like 100 max? Will that help? Yes. You know, we're just trying to figure out like what the quote damage is, as it were, from what I'm doing. And I don't know. I assume I won't know, you know, for a while. Oh gosh, that does the bright red thing. My apologies. But like, it's just concerning. It's just concerning. I really shouldn't be messing with these settings in the middle of a stream. Because it's now not responding. Righto. It'll be back in a moment. There we go. I'm going... Oh, gosh. Apologies. There's a lot going on with this computer that's trying to run my screen and all that. Because it's not usually running this. But yeah, like, you know, trying to figure out what is the, like, I'm not sure actually what I'm trying to say. I'm losing my words. Both in and out of character. How impressive. Oh, that's connected textures. Does this still work? Okay, that still works. That's kind of cool looking, honestly. I kind of like that. I wouldn't like that in any other house because those textures are kind of scrungly, but like, we do what we gotta do. We pull a few more frames. Yeah, we're saying it's 20 now instead of 10. So we are upgrading. But yeah, I am just kind of pacing around, you know. I'm doing a little bit of waiting. There is something that's going to be happening soon, I do promise. But this is a little bit of waiting, a little bit of me being concerned. Because, well, things are changing that shouldn't be changing in the way they are. My magic is still my magic. My body and brain are still my own, but they are all acting different, if that makes sense. Like, things aren't working how they should be, and that's deeply concerning because it's hard to understand what that what that will mean, what that does mean, what that's going to mean. Will and going, I guess, being the same thing, but you know, it's disconcerting. So I don't know what's going to happen, what's going to become of that. Oh my. Sorry, I'm trying to mess with something and it's fighting with me. It doesn't help that my monitors are at 90-degree angles from each other right now, so I am looking around. Okay. Just trying to get some stuff down. There we go. You know, just trying to figure out basically if because I'm not going to stop helping people. I'm not going to stop helping the dead. That's my goal. In fact, I've stopped doing it in character for long enough periods because I was literally out of commission. My character was partly too. She's been having a go at it. She's been having a go at it, you know? But it's okay. And then, like, I'm not gonna stop helping people. I'm not gonna stop using magic, because using magic does let me help people. So if I don't do that, I can't as effectively help people, because what if there's someone, what if me needing to help people is me needing to, say, you know, fight, defend someone, while I don't kill and I don't fight, I can fight and I can kill. Just because I, you know, have promised to not do so doesn't mean I'm not ever capable of it. Doesn't mean I can't. Hi, you. This is not gonna be fun. Just how my frames are chopped. You know, usually I'm used to running like 120, 140 right now, and right now I'm getting a solid 20, I do believe. But you know, it's just like there are things that are slowly, well, I'd assume, slowly bringing around my demise, but there's not much I can do about it because it's something I must do to play the part that I'm supposed to be playing. You know, being a person who can help people. It means that I can't lack, if that makes sense. But yeah, I put this bed in here just because it's a little better spot for building. There's too many windows in here, it's too bright. It's a little darker here, it's a little bit more of a suitable place to build a bed. I don't know how I feel about this design. To be completely honest with you, all the furniture, the like 4 pieces of furniture that you see in here and the pots outside, I all did like a few hours before stream today. Because I registered, hey, my house still has no furniture, I probably need to fill it with furniture. And so I did a little bit. But, you know, just trying to figure out how I'm going to keep up with the expectation I set for myself, because expectation I set for myself, and basically the like, not promise I made to anyone here, but the promise I made at home when home was over that way. You know, the promise I made to uphold what we had done for generations, protecting people. Well, I say protecting people. We didn't protect people. That's a thing I do personally. Helping the dead, protecting the dead. It was more about that. That's why I had a moment. Well versed in spirit magic. But even though you know I'm not supposed to be here doing what I'm doing, helping people, because if they know they could do something terrible, it isn't right for me not to do that. Because if you think about it, if you can help someone, at least in my opinion, I know others have varying opinions, that's fair. If you can help someone, you should. Because what if you need help one day? What if I need help one day? What, you know, but I've not helped anyone. What are people going to do unless they are like me and help people? And then why would they, you know, then I should help people too, of course. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm going to keep on me though. I mean, this lantern, I don't know what all it does. It looks really nice though. I really do like the look of it. The craftsmanship of my people is not to be understated, I suppose. I kind of forgot I had it, to be honest. Just threw it in a chest because I was scared. I was told not to use it, but then I was also secretly given that lantern by my parents. And if you don't know, I did figure out a little bit ago, this lantern does allow me to summon spirits from it. Which seems like an odd thing to give someone who's not safely allowed to use magic if you don't know they're going to use magic. So they probably knew. That I was going to do this, but who's to say? Who's to say one way or another, you know? I certainly am not. But yeah, we've just been doing stuff. Yeah, I do apologize for not being the active, as it were. Not a lot. a lot says, you know, makes the assumption that there was a lot that happened. There's not much that happened in the past like month. It was just recovery for me from a surgery. But we're all good. We're all good now, and hopefully laughing doesn't hurt too much. Which it isn't. That's good. That's good. Sorry, I thought I would ramble more about my character, but as it always is, I always forget to ramble enough about my character. I'm hoping... Actually, so I made a deal with Saber, if y'all remember who that is. It's the person with the, I believe his right arm is basically a metal cannon, which is really interesting. And the interesting thing that I remember him saying a while back, you might not remember this because this stream was like 2 months ago. Whoopsie, sorry. Was that like one thing that one thing that he can do is, you know, like, you can commission him basically to get stuff. So as you can see, my armor is heavily lacking on mending. How are my frames? Acceptable, tolerable, usable. You know, like, all of that's not really been going well because I personally don't know how to get this enchantment called mending, but I've heard of it, and I've heard of it repairing your gear and your armor. As you can see, my tools are in desperate need of it. And that's also why I haven't been like acquiring coal. So like if you look at my chests, there's charcoal instead of coal because I can build more axes than I can repair my frickin', what are they called? Pickaxe. That's the word. You know, so it's just a lot of stopgap stuff in hopes that will be ready soon, and in hopes I'll have the valid payments for that, because I'm not wealthy. And I don't know what a suitable payment would be, you know. Why am I not answering? No, okay. That was why I'm not answering. But, you know what I mean? It's just like concern about, will this be a valid payment or not? Like, you know, I don't have much money, so it's hard to tell what is wanted because I'm asking for a lot. And I will, you know, actually, since no one's able to sleep right now, as the sun's long gone and the sky has gone dark, that's the words I was trying to say, I will duck down into my storage room, and I can show you some stuff that I have planned. Because I've heard of this thing, called netherite. All of my soul stuff. I have the upgrade template, so I need to make more of them to upgrade my tools and weapons. But the goal is to upgrade them, and then I've seen this trim that I was looking around the shops, and I saw that trim that looked very enticing for that armor. So the goal is to make that by, of course, with such a rare item. Like I think each of those ingots cost 1,000 currency, which I just sell so much for. You know, that was a lot. I did have a lot of current material before that, but you know, it was more important to me to sell. If my frames weren't so bad, I'd be out there fighting while talking, but my frames are struggling and creepers explode. But you know, like, I don't want to get like progress to the next I guess tier of armor, as it looks like, and let it break, because at least diamonds I can go into the earth for. That netherite, I don't know how people make it. I know it exists. I know that expert smiths make it. At least that's my guess. Past that, I have no clue. Let me just put that boat away. Just have a boat sitting out, you know. I'm gonna put that in here with my spyglass and my clock. Don't mind the name of the clock, by the way. It's just a little joke. Okay. Because we're hoping to get some nice sleep in, but we ain't getting sleep because people aren't wanting to sleep, which is fair. Oh, there's a fair amount of people on. I didn't notice that. I probably shouldn't walk with tab open because once again, it pulls frames like a, well, you know. Okay, we are dropping a fair amount of frames. I do apologize for that. I'm on my PC, which is still right here. Like I already just plugged as much of my setup as I could into my laptop instead of into my PC. It has an Ethernet cable that runs all the way to the router. You know, all that good stuff. So it runs a lot better. Problem is, the C drive may have just nuked itself last night. We don't know. I'm going to get more troubleshooting done. I just got overwhelmed and didn't want to troubleshoot anymore for the day. Well, until after the stream, because I want to stream still. Not a solution. This little guy. Also, sorry for the echoing. That's my water bottle. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's never, it is never a, you know, Everdark stream. It's never a bordered stream. That's what it used to be. Never an Everdark stream without something going wrong somehow. And impressively enough, that went wrong. Is that baby zombie knowing where I am? Probably. But yeah, like, you know, it's just always something fun. But I'm hoping to get that mending enchantment, which is an interesting type of magic, considering it's not a magic you can really use, but more of a magic that you apply to things, giving them the power you want them to have. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking it wrong. Maybe I should look into it more, but I don't have these well, I do have some enchanted books, that's a lie. And I do have an enchantment table. Maybe. Sorry, I'm just spacing out looking out the window while thinking. I am very much present right now. You know how it is with streaming. If you've ever watched a zoo Minecraft stream before, you know that like a zoo gets very scatterbrained. Oh, there we go. Good. And more than that, you know, after not streaming for like a month, 2 months, I get more scatterbrained because, you know, I just get nervous. You know how it is, all the fun. But we do this. We do this stuff and we survive, and that's okay. And the only way to get back into streaming is by streaming, you know? So I'm just doing what I do. Oh, I should have saved that guy. Shame on me. Shame on me. But yeah. Maybe I can do more work on my house while I'm waiting around. Because I will be honest with you, I am waiting around. There's more lore stuff going on than me just talking. I'm just not laying on to what? Ha ha ha. Because that's not something I know in character. Okay, the audio is working, yeah? Let's make sure. The audio is... Okay, there we go. Cool, it is working. Just want to make sure of that, because... it wouldn't be unsurprised. Oh, I do have some item frames. But yeah, I do have enchanted books. I just don't have a use for them because they're not the books I need. We will pull this for the moment and start looking around the house. Because I made a table, I made a chair, like kind of like a chair type deal. I made this thing. I also made these. They're something. I didn't have I didn't have flowers to put there, so I just put those. Ooh, my frames, they are doing the thing. Huh. This could be a good place for like a kitchen, I would assume. I mean, it is my kitchen. But a good place for like a true kitchen. And then, of course, up here we have like, that used to be my bedroom, now this is my bedroom enchantment room combo. I don't know what to put here though. I guess it could just be a sunroom. What's this room about? Sunlight. And then the attic I have no clue for either. Because unlike my old houses where like, well, previous houses I've done, where usually like my storage is all just taking over the house, that's why I put the storage under the house. Hi, can I go on the ladder? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you know, unlike normal actions I've taken, I'm trying to make sure that I leave the house upstairs for beautification. And then I, of course, promptly didn't do that. But it's okay. I promise I will do that. Alright. I'm just gonna sit down on a chair so I stop opening and closing things. Just gonna sit down on a chair and kind of just ramble. But anyway, I hope y'all are all having a good day, even if my stream's an absolute mess right now. Because frame rates are kind of just scrunkily. Which, you know, that happens. It's just, I was hoping my laptop was going to perform better while streaming. It is performing while streaming. I mean, it's on, it hasn't crashed, we haven't blue screened. I do seem to have audio working. So everything is working. And that's where we're at after lowering stuff so much and sitting still. Here, if I go up here, is that better? Ooh, 24 frames. See, it's gonna be rough. This stream's gonna be a little rough, but hopefully before the next one, well, before the next lore stream for sure, but before the next stream, because I do have a mod SMP I'm playing on that I might stream on. Hopefully before that, like either of those, I'll be on my PC again. Because there's a non-zero, according to some of my friends, the C drive might not be broken. It's just like we can't do stuff with it. That it's very hard to tell if it's kaput or not, you know. But yeah, it's just hoping that everything goes well. And I'm rambling really hard. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just hoping. And the goal is to just, well, other than having better frames, just fix the house up a little more. It's still kind of beat up. I've kind of been letting it be a little decrepit still, you know. I mean, it kind of suits the theme. The foundation still stands. That's all it needs. And my brain is struggling. You know. If I could cut down the mangrove trees, I was gonna use the mangrove trees to do the like all the jungle wood stuff that's outside of the house and stuff like this. Well, man, stuff like that. But like all the outside stuff. But the issue with that is that like mangrove trees are really not expensive, but it's not a lot of juice for the squeeze, you know. That's why I traded to jungle wood on the outside, because it gets the job done, and it gets the job done a lot more material efficiently. This is weird having my frames down so low, but I mean not frame render distance down so low, but it is doable. How's frames here? If I just look straight up and away. Oh yeah, 30 frames. Okay, so that's what we're going with. We're going with 30 or less frames. Yeah. I did all the good stuff, my computer's charged up, all that, and it's still just like, hey. It's like, yep, me too. Is there anything else I can close? Well, no. Here, let me start closing stuff. I don't need that, or that. I don't know if that'll pull more frames, but it should free up a little more space. Let's see, we look up into the sky. Nah, it did nothing. That's okay. I just not have much RAM allocated to it, to be fair. Also, I forgot about that. I forgot that, this computer has significantly less RAM than my main computer. But it's okay. It is okay. 34 minutes. Well, this wasn't meant to be 34 minutes of me pacing around, so I do apologize for that, because I guess I should have started my stream a little bit later. It's just a distance for the people who are coming here to go, I think. Of course, that's all known out of character, not in character. Yeah, no. Like, in character, we know nothing. We know nothing. That's okay. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to be around more, help more people. I've been needing to go just talk to more people and be like, hey, I'm here to be helpful. Oh, okay. How can I help? That's the goal, to do that. Because, well, that's my life's goal. Helping people. Not sitting in my house hiding away from everyone. Because while people do scare me, they shouldn't scare me away. And they don't scare me away, like, not purposely, you know what I mean? It's more of just like a... I don't know. More of just like anxiety around people. Like, these people here in this town, I still need to talk to more. I was going to, but I was out of commission when they were doing stuff, which which is completely okay. Yeah, this is gonna be something. Huh. It's gonna be something indeed. That's okay. That's okay. Just gonna sit down real quick. And yeah, I'm just kinda not exactly sure. Hoping that I'm not gonna be sitting for too long, but if I do, it's okay. Yeah. Just thinking. Ooh. Okay. Okay. See, there's some frames. We got some frames going. Look. 80 frames. Ha 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 ha. I don't know what I did because I didn't do anything, but I fixed it. Yes. Me. All me. Isn't it glorious? My god, I didn't realize how good 80 frames was until 12 frames stopped being 12 frames again. Okay, this is much more playable. I thought my computer was exploding me. Just local doofus blows up 2 C drives in one 24-hour period. That'd be terrible. That'd be so bad. But luckily, that's just me being a goof. Anywho, we go down the hole. Oh, if y'all want to see something terrifying, I'm just gonna show you how much potatoes I have while I'm waiting. Just a lot of potatoes. And then 3 double chests and some change of those ones. These may not be efficient foods, but listen, they're easy foods to get, and also the most efficient foods are foods from things that I won't kill, because again, I don't kill things. Period. Like, that's okay that some people do kill things, and like if I was given, meat, I would eat it because it's food and that's important. It's already been killed. But I don't kill animals. There's a reason like these books I bought, because I couldn't kill the cows. I could, but I can't, you know what I mean? Like, unless it's a life or death situation, which enchanting is not. Enchanting is a useful situation, but not life or death by any means. I don't know what was exploding the frames, but I'm sure I'll figure out sooner than later if it explodes them again. I don't know how that green goes with it. Got McDonald's plus we got the McDonald's sandwich house. We got the bun, we got the ketchup, we got the mustard. Pickle. Not burger patty. Not burger patty. But yeah. I was making sure everything was all good. That's why I kept pausing for a few seconds. Everything is all good, it looks like, and the people that my characters not know about and I know about. Yeah. You'll see. I can't help but just jabber excited, because I am very excited for this. This is something, you know, getting back into lore, something I've been wanting to do for at least 2 months. Well, I think at least a month, 2 months at a maximum. So just say I'm excited. Kind of suffices, I suppose. Oh, I should probably keep my stream chat open in case that. There we go. Fixed it. I'm goofing. Ugh. Also, if y'all are talking a lot, fun fact, you might want to drink water. That's what my bias tell me. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm just rambling right now. I promise there is more to come. It's just I started my stream a little bit too early. Oh no, are the frames gone again? The frames are gone again. Oh, I had a taste of greatness. That's okay though. Please give me the fun frames back. No? Okay. Well, it's okay. We will survive. It seems we have intermittent frames. How is my stream doing stream-wise? Dropping frames, but not dropping frames heavily. Okay, good. This is all concerning when it does that kind of thing, you know what I mean? But again, it's not a Minecraft SMP stream without it going wrong somehow, yeah? The forest does look nice over there. I should go like expand it. Also, should probably start collecting flowers because they're nice, and I've forgotten to go collect them. You know, collect flowers, maybe get some pets. Maybe not, because the summon spirit stuff, it can be a little risky around life forms. Because, you know, spirits see living things and kind of want to tear them apart. I don't know if the silly noise I came over. But, you know, it's just a thing. It's just a thing that's a thing. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Because I don't remember what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm probably gonna try to keep myself sitting down for real this time, because I keep burning through my potatoes, and even though I have like 400 of them, like 400 stacks of them, you know, I feel it should probably be in my best interest to not keep burning them. Apologies for the yawn, and if you hear my chair squeaking, I do apologize. It needs to be not doing that. Fun fact, squeaky chair equals not what it's supposed to be doing, apparently. So they say. Your chair should not be the squeak. And I don't know about that. I think it needs to be more squeaky. You know, I think we need it to be like earth-shatteringly squeaky. Because, I mean, what else would it be? Just trying to see if I can see anything. Where are you? Yes. Sorry, I'm fine with tabs on 2 screens I haven't used in this config for 3 years? Yes, 3 years. I think I streamed last in 2021 on this PC, or laptop. Well, my PC I streamed with well, a few months ago. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing texture-wise, eh? Eh? Gonna catch it. Gonna catch it next time. Huh. I don't know. My character's not sleeping well, I guess. I don't know. Things are starting to go funky in the corner of her eyes. You know how it is. You don't sleep enough and you start seeing the funny things. I wouldn't know that. I clearly sleep enough. I do, usually. But yeah, I kind of like how this house is coming together. It's coming together roughly, though. That is for sure. But it's meant to be a little rough around the edges, because, you know, like... Well, how I found it was literally just these foundation pieces. Maybe not all of this, but, you know, I rebuilt most of the newer stuff on top of it. I like how I said I was going to sit down, and I just didn't. I can sit down only when, like... I'm not the only, the only thing going on. Because if I'm the only thing going on, I can't sit still. Well, at least I can't sit still in game. In real life, I can. But yeah, like, it's just, it's been a fair bit of work getting the house to the state that it is. So, you know, just hodgepodge. Like, it's supposed to be bamboo, mangrove, and jungle now, though, because, well... mangrove is hard to come by, and bamboo looks... It looks. That's for sure. I'm still trying to figure out, like, what my alibi is for, like, my hair being partly white now. It's like, you know, it just happens. It just happens. Yes, it just... I mean... Maybe they won't notice. White on blue, isn't that noticeable, right? I think I'm grasping at straws here. The hope is that it's not noticed, but... if it is, I will just hope that they will take my word for that it's okay and it's under control. Just gonna do the old "it's okay, I promise" maneuver. Because, well, that's a lie. I do know that it's not okay that my hair is gone white in streaks. Yeah, we can spin the character's head around fast enough to see that. You know, like, I know that's not something that should be happening. But alas, no one else needs to know that. Because I'm okay still. I am still okay. And while, you know, it might not be the best thing to happen, it's not the worst thing. I mean, white hair's fine. You know? Nothing wrong with it. And actually, there's nothing wrong with it in real life. But in character, it means stuff. And I know that it means stuff too. It's just... I'm not really the one who's supposed to need help, you know what I mean? I'm supposed to be the one that helps. And because of that, it's fine. I was really hoping someone was gonna sleep, but I will get back out of bed now. Because the rain is pulling on my frames a little bit. Yeah. That's okay. We'll survive. But, you know, just the rain, not the rain, just how the magic pulls at everything just makes it difficult to conceal, because sure, no one can see that, like, let's see, I'm trying to see if I can figure out how much time I have left. I can figure out that there's an inspiring pearl in my hand, though. My best guess from before getting distracted is somewhere around... I'm 21. My soul's aged like it's in its 30s or 40s. So like 10 or 15 years, to be generous, is not what I like to hear. But it is what's happening. I mean, again, that is one of my powers check. You know, one of my things I'm able to check. So it's not the most off thing. I'm just gonna sit myself in bed, so I stop walking around. But you know, it's just concerning, of course. It is concerning. Huh. I thought that would put me in stream mode on Discord. It is not. Okay, so this computer's just acting whack. Gotcha. So yes, fun fact, I am missing in a Discord call right now. I'm deafened. But I was not expecting it to go do the funny. That's okay though. Yeah. I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding what basically what's gonna happen. I mean, that's a lie. That again, I'm lying. I'm saying that as if I'm saying to someone who I need to basically explain that it's okay. I know what's happening. I'm burning my life force, as it were. Which definitely is ill-advised. By the way, wouldn't recommend it. If you can get away from it, you know. It's just I feel the need to use my magic because, well, if you know people want to hurt me just for what I do besides magic, I might as well just do both then. Because if I do both, then at least I will be a competent asset to whoever's side I'm on in a more fearsome foe. You know. Not that I'm really fearsome. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight anyone. But yeah. Just hoping to sleep through the night. But does not seem that sleep is taking its hold right now. Which is okay. We'll just recline on the couch and look around. Yeah, I hope all of y'all's days are going good. Ooh, my bitrate's doing okay now. That's good, that's good. How's my frame rate doing? Bad. Maybe my frame rate does good, my bitrate does bad. I don't know. No, there's people. Okay, that's something.
Kind of
It's
is.
a little odd.
Hello there.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hi, hi. How's
Hello.
it going?
I'm very sorry for that. I apologize for showing up to your doorstep. I don't know if you recall me.
No, yeah, I remember
I'm
you.
80.
Yeah. You're that one.
This
You're
is
the one person. Yeah. Sorry.
You're perfectly fine. I'm glad you remember me. Miss Genevieve, right?
Genevieve, yes.
These are my friends Keo and Lily.
I got you. Sorry about the mobs.
Oh, babies.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
There we go.
There's one behind you. Nice to meet y'all.
May we come inside your home?
For sure, yes. I wasn't sure what the plan was, but yes, please you can please head inside. Alright.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So what's the this?
Fascinating.
Yeah, do you want to see it? I can try to hand it to you.
I would be interested, but maybe in a little bit.
Sure, yeah.
I
Let me put that to my side. There we go. That feels better. So now I can fight.
I wanted to ask something of you because think I'm I think you can help me with something.
Okay. Sure. What might that be?
Um, your abilities, they lay more on the spiritual side of things in terms of the
Yeah.
spiral,
Yeah,
right?
like in my magic, and also I like in being able to more so kind of talk with the spirits. These are kind of just making noise right now, though. It gets a little annoying sometimes. The lanterns, they talk a little, you know. Anyhow, sorry.
You don't need to apologize. That's actually how does that work for you if you don't mind my asking?
Okay, so I guess it depends. Like if just listening to the little this, it's basically like background noise mostly, but like unless I'm focusing on it. But focusing on it's kind of difficult. It's doable. It just usually needs like me to know the if I'm focusing on it for a certain person, like if it's a soul I'm looking for, if that makes sense. Because I've done that in the past, with assistance usually, so it's probably a little more difficult for me to do alone, because I don't really have the people I used to work with
I
on
see.
that. But it is doable. It's just it's hard to do without knowing, without being looking for like a specific person basically, or a specific theme, depending on how much it's focused.
Or it sounds like this is a ritual of some kind. Is there anything you'd need for it?
um I don't particularly need much. Like if you want, I can show you something that I've been working on down here with some of these lanterns. It's not much. It's a room with basically soul fire in it. So like be careful of your step, as it is a little, you know.
Well,
This is the kind of place that I can use to focus my power when I really need to. But looking for a soul, like a singular soul or something like that, is easier. This is more of like trying to sense things, or like sense. One second. So basically, how I've most recently used that is to see if the town I used to live in is inhabited anymore. It's not. But looking for a soul is easier.
I if this room works for it, and this might be very helpful
Hmm.
because have could you potentially read if a soul is imprinted on an object or has something or is or soul energy is revolving around an object or anything of that nature?
So like basically like if an object is holding the soul energy.
Yes. That's the closest way I can explain it. I don't understand the practice that much, but
That's possible. Like as we see with these lanterns that contain it, or the one that I'm holding, also containing a fire of the same kind. It is powered by souls, so items like that can be it's possible. I've not really done that much, but I can definitely try it.
Kyo, do either of you have fungus? Yeah,
I do.
yeah,
Fungus, okay.
one of each. I should explain.
Okay. Hmm.
These, I'm going to take a guess and say you likely know what revenants are.
Revenants. I've not. I don't think I've seen revenants personally, but I do know revenants being spirits that aren't able to rest. Basically, is that what? Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what my. That's kind of what my life's work is about, helping the dead. So, my apologies for not recognizing that I'm a little out of practice, it would seem. Um.
The matter of the purpose of this is that Kyo has he died again recently,
Okay.
and he came back with his memories. Well, not in a jumble. Most of his memories left him of the recent events he had gone through. And Miss Lily here, I haven't. At least I don't believe you've died any other times. I don't
No,
necessarily
just
know
the
if you.
ones.
I don't necessarily know if you have any conditions going around you like Kyo does with the crystals growing on him. But
I
Interesting.
don't.
what does seem to be consistent between these two are those fungal growths growing off of them.
Gotcha.
And what's concerning about it is that those can be used to make things that I believe are more attached to things to do with souls or
Hmm.
a purgatory like reality. Well, more like a hellish like reality, but in any case.
Okay. That sounds
I
interesting.
This is very weird to ask, but could you perhaps divine the fungus to see if it does have anything to do with anything soul based?
Um, I can attempt. I'm not exactly sure what that will get, basically. Um,
Anything helps. It's largely just a theory. And mostly I I
hmm?
oh,
What happened?
he he I'm getting a better look at it.
Oh, fair.
Oh, sorry.
You're all good.
It's okay.
It's just a little hot in here.
I understand.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely warm. It's not the most comfortable room to be in, but having the soul fire and the lanterns arranged like this can kind of help. 'Cause it's they're all more equidistant from the center. Of course, the center being where I usually work at.
Any information would help because this is largely I'm trying to figure out why Kyo is losing his memory.
Fair. Okay.
I think that perhaps it could be a revenant thing, but
I'm not sure. Okay, so I do remember one of the off the top of my head, I can think of one of the mantras that I've used in the past for summoning spirits. Yes, so something different. Well, not something, but communing with spirits. I'm not sure if it would do the job, but I could attempt. It's more for locating a spirit, but so maybe I'm not sure how it would work with me having the object in my hand right here of so the
I can hold the lantern for you then if that would make it easier.
Oh, the lantern's fine. I'm holding on to. I'm holding on to that will help a little bit more in focusing. I mean the fungus. If checking, like for checking, you said trying to see if there's a presence of a soul on there, basically, right?
Essentially.
Because we have more than one representative.
Pardon? Oh,
He's referring to more than one fungus.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
They do kind of grow off of the two.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to try. I mean, it's part of the job that I used to do. So I mean, it would be nice to do the job again. Basically, try to do the job at least in some way of trying to work with spirits like that. Even though,
I would greatly appreciate it.
yeah, I say work with spirits as if you two aren't standing in front of me, but maybe this will shed some light onto these fungus growing off of you.
I didn't even think about that. Spooky ghosts.
Just a wee bit more. I mean, a spooky ghost with, I'm assuming, unfinished business. That's usually what I've heard revenants to be. I'm gonna work my way to the middle now. But yeah, I can. You should be safe to stand there. I can. Oh my. Run.
Oh,
That's. I forgot
running.
that does that. I'm sorry. You may want to run. Those are spirits.
Running.
Damn.
Okay, so I forgot that putting that in my right hand would do that. I am so sorry.
So this isn't canon.
Okay.
This one is not canon. I got your stuff, Purple. I think you get back.
That.
Okay.
Okay, so if you would like to take my lantern, yes. Here, let me try to hand it to you.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let me get. Let me get.
um.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay,
Reminds me of the
so that's not a lantern anymore. Does that?
that.
Um.
sorry.
Here, let me
That
try
is.
dropping that a different way. Be careful. Oh, okay, it did the thing again. Never mind. We're just gonna put that in my pockets. We're not gonna question that for now. That's not part of the. Okay, sorry. I don't know why that turned into a sword.
That is fascinating. I'm sorry. Could I take another look at that?
Sure, yes. Here. Let's see. I mean, I just tried to drop it and it kind of just came back in my hand almost.
I mean, holding it is fine enough. Incredible.
I'm not. Like, it looks
Very
like
pretty.
it looks like it's made of soul fire. That's all. That's the best I can guess out of it. That's. I'm at a loss as to why it's holding more of a sword shape in. Okay, that's that's a question for a different time, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit. Oh,
Okay.
Don't you have something similar?
Hmm.
Don't you have something similar? I guess?
where are you going? I can't see you.
I'm a ghost.
Oh no.
Never turned to ghosting. No, sorry. I just went down the ladder to see if I find the rest
Oh,
of
it's
the
okay.
stuff. So I
I might
Sorry
have.
about that.
Oh, I have your horse armor.
I'm alive. Okay. I'm coming back now.
So, what was the question you said again? Sorry.
Uh, I forgot. I'll be honest. It's
That
all
is
fine.
okay. That is okay.
Mm.
But yeah, I can attempt using the mantra again. Like it's more of a looking for a spirit. So which which one should I be looking for first out of the two? If
Let's
we can
start
do
with.
either or both.
Let's start with Kyo.
Kyo. Okay, Kyo.
I'm coming. Right here.
You're all good. I'm just making sure I remember that to put that as the part of the mantra.
It's okay.
Okay.
This one
Oh.
hurt me, right?
That's the thing I do. Sorry.
You're okay. It won't hurt. It won't hurt you now. I just I forgot that right clicking does that, and I had it in my offhand, so I sat down. So I'm gonna not stand up. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. Spirits I beg, spirits I plead, for your assistance with my humble deed. Spirits I beg, spirits I implore, for your support in opening the door between the realms in which we are, the living and dead, by no means too far. Spirit, oh, god dang it. Well, that's how you mess it up real quick. That's how you mess up. I mean, I've not said it in a little bit.
You got most of it. You get credit.
I did. They don't
You
really
don't gotta start
respond.
from the beginning.
They'll respond if I do that much, though, so I gotta do the rest. The living and dead by no means too far, but the entry I seek needs help on each side, where I will follow with you as my guide. Spirits I beg, spirits I beseech, that you bring me a soul to hear my speech. Spirits I beg, now I must plainly ask, help me find Kyo, for that is my task. Okay. I mean, I see you right in front of me, of course. But I am sensing something off of the fungus. It's hard to tell what it is. It feels much more faint, of course, than the fact that I would assume a fair portion, if not all of your soul, is with you right there. I'm not quite certain. It does feel like there is something there. Something more than there should be, because I mean, it's a fungus, so it shouldn't have a shard, like a fragment of a soul, as it feels like to attached to it. You know, it feels like what would happen if I were to like siphon souls from the fire into my lantern. It feels like the little pieces that are in the lantern.
Mhm.
So I'm not quite sure what that means. I mean, that grows off of you. I guess does that mean it must mean that as it grows off of you, it pulls a piece of your soul. But that's really weird. I don't know how that works.
It still implies movement, which is the concerning part.
Movement. Yeah, I mean, because it moved from the host to the fungus. Okay.
Could you see if the same thing is happening with the sample from Lily?
Of course, of course. This time, hopefully, I'll be able to do the mantra all the way through, because I do have to do it one time through for each people. So, you said your name was what?
Lily.
Lily. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, doing that makes me shake. Even though this is a warm room, I'm shaking. Okay. Spirits I beg, spirits I plead, for your assistance with my humble deed. Spirits I beg, spirits I implore, for your support in opening the door between the realms in which we are, the living and dead, by no means too far. But the entry I seek needs help on each side, where I will follow with you as my guide. Spirits I beg, spirits I beseech, that you bring me a soul to hear my speech. Spirits I beg, and now I must plainly ask, help me find Lily, for that is my task. Okay. Once again, just like with Kyo, I can sense your presence there. Oh, server sorry, that's okay. But also I can sense it in this fungus. This fungus does seem to hold a piece. So it seems like, I mean, it seems like that's kind of just what happens with the fungi, but that's really odd that they would be pulling pieces of a soul out of the host. Like you said, the movement doesn't make discernible sense to me, because I've not seen anything like that before. Also, apologies if you hear my teeth chattering. It's really, I'm shivering.
Oh, you're all fine. I don't hear
both in and out of character.
Back to character, whoosh. But and it's not as if the mushrooms are holding it in and of itself. It's just, it could be a byproduct of the movement, perhaps.
It could be.
But
like the byproduct of the soul's movement is the fungus, you thinking?
Mayhaps.
I mean, souls do let things grow.
I don't understand it as well as others, but where are they going then?
That is a good question that I'm not really sure how to track down, because the problem is with finding the soul of someone is that it shows me the, not shows, but it helps me focus on where the most of the soul is, which, being the fact that these two people have their souls, of course, at least most of it would seem. The fungi being the next strongest source and the closest to me is the next thing I can pick up. Past that, it's not something I can figure out a kind of heading or direction to, because I can do that too. If I'm looking, if I were to be able to look at a certain area, basically using this setup. Let me take the lantern out of my hand so I don't mess anything up. But we don't need to repeat. But basically just looking at all that. Okay, what this allows me to do is I can sense life forces too. I can sense life forces and lack thereof. So this helps me sense where life forces are to a degree, but it doesn't help me, sense where a soul or a life force might be moving to past the person and a byproduct, if that makes sense. It doesn't make much sense to me, to be fair.
What you've explained makes sense, and even if it, son of a bitch, Microsoft.
Oh, I took my armor off. It's getting warm.
It always happens.
It's
We're
always
probably
something.
gonna end up going on break when this
Yeah.
happens.
Well, that's okay.
Um,
I fucking love that, by the way, Zoo.
Hmm.
The mantra. Well done.
Thank you.
I
I
wish
was
you
gonna
had
say real fast, I was gonna make special effects when they did it, but the special effects did not work. I was gonna try and make it do this.
I can't even hear you doing
Oh,
that.
Hmm?
I think
Oh.
I'll put SFX over and in post.
That's fair. My frames are chugging. I'm at 18 FPS right now.
Oh yikes!
I was really trying though.
My
but it
laptop
was
is.
not working.
But it's all good. I appreciate it. Whoop.
Oh, there we go.
oh,
I wish you had Essential because I was like swapping in and out between like the regular one and the combat one.
Hmm. Fair.
I was dying.
Holy shit! Another
Whoop.
bibble.
Where my brother walks in and he started that.
Whoop.
You went skrunkle there.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. Yeah. My brother walked in the middle of when I was talking and started throwing paper airplanes at me. So I was like going silent and trying my best to not laugh.
Babies,
Fair enough.
I'm gonna start a biblical
Why?
because it's funny.
You don't. We don't need that abomination.
We do!
Oh gosh.
No, he's an abomination. He needs to burn for his sins.
No. Bibble's amazing. Right, Purple?
I think
Yeah, Bibble's amazing.
Yeah.
How many frames?
Candy.
Oh, I'm
Change
at
it
a
to
solid
Bibble.
9 frames right now.
But I'm
Goodness.
You
but
can
I'm
change it back.
Elmo.
You can
You gotta swap to Bibble first, and then you could be
Bibble.
back there.
You can go back to Elmo, just be Bibble, just annoy
Yeah.
bother
So-
babies.
Oh, fair.
Well, okay, now I go to
We can
separate
go
VC,
back.
because I was streaming.
Alright.
It's all good.
Ooh.
Fish. Who
Have
dropped
fun.
the fish? Someone dropped the fish.
Oh, resource pack
Fish,
still
fish.
loading.
Fish, 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 fish. Fish, 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 fish,
There we
fish,
go.
fish, 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 fish,
Oh,
fish,
it's
fish,
still
fish,
not
fish,
loaded
fish,
yet.
fish.
I got a glimpse of textures freaking out.
Yeah, they're all scrunkled a bit.
Yeah, it's all good.
There we go.
Oh god. Oh
Fish.
no,
There we
Taco.
What happened?
He summoned
Taco,
the
where you
fish.
at?
Oh,
I know what you are, but you did that. You did the mantra.
Oh.
the fish mantra.
I summoned the spirit of Whoopi Goldberg. Just drops a fish.
Just drops a fish.
That's not her. She's also not dead.
Oh yeah.
Anywho, back into character.
Alright.
Whoosh. But even if I don't understand the intricacies of it, you did confirm my theory.
Hmm.
Something's going on with this.
It does seem like that. Yeah, I mean, because I've never really heard of, spirit, like not spirits, but revenants, I suppose. Because I think of using terms of spirits, but revenants creating fungi which pull pieces of their soul. It's not something I've seen before, which is why it's really odd. Because it's usually there's a lot of things I've seen about spirits, and this is not one of them. So it's just I don't understand why how it's working the way it's working, I guess. But it does seem to be moving. Do y'all want your fungi back? Sorry.
Oh.
Sure.
Do you want your fungus back?
Oh.
It happens. Do either of you have any thoughts or opinions on the matter?
So, this
Go ahead.
that's being drained in the mushroom?
More so that it might be going somewhere else, and the mushroom is just grows as it happens. Maybe.
Yeah, like I'm thinking more of like if it's. It, I guess it's a weird question, but are they growing in like a certain direction? Like if you were sitting in a place, are they growing like a certain direction on a compass rose, basically? Because that might help, but that also could mean absolutely nothing, as they might grow randomly or all on one side, or.
Kind of grow on my hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't
Well.
explain the crystals on Kyo, but
Hmm.
that does give me a baseline of where to start with this.
Fair. I'm glad I could at least give a baseline.
If
Hey, let me know when I can help.
I gladly would, and Miss Lily, I don't want to be so bold, but I would gladly ask you of your help, considering that you seem to have a good head on your shoulders.
Yeah, I'm willing to help with whatever.
Miss Genevieve, if I
Yeah.
may be so bold, I don't know enough about these kinds of matters to make any decent headway.
Fair.
Could I hire you in the future to do more of this kind of stuff?
Honestly, I'd be glad to help. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how much worthwhile headway I'll make in certain ways, but I will try.
I'm
Maybe I can think of maybe I can work on making more specific mantras.
either that, or we could try to figure out a way to amplify your ritual, maybe.
Yeah,
Though
further amplification might be possible.
I'm a historian and archaeologist first, and a scientist second, unfortunately.
It's okay.
Well, I do actually have been tampering with trying to understand souls and stuff like that, so
Okay.
maybe if we could trade notes or something, and we could
Fair.
probably figure out a way to amplify
Yeah.
all of whatever that was.
The conventional ways I know how to amplify what this is by adding more souls and like more soul stuff into the mix, which is why the floor is soul sand. Even though I don't quite enjoy it, it's a little loud of a floor. It makes the room all makes the room hot and loud, basically. But it does help amplify my capabilities. And the only other way I know is when I like from my home where I came from. There were a lot of people who did talk to spirits. I was one of the people who was good at it. I just was gifted, as it were. But those people are. I don't know. What I now know that town's abandoned. Just by checking, with
Which
again I can check locations like that kind of.
you have my sympathies.
I mean, if there's one thing none of us feared, it's death. So I just hope they all finish their life's work. Because again, being brought back without wanting to be brought back by business unfinished is tough.
I can imagine so.
At least conceptually, it sounds tough. I don't know. Maybe I'll find out one day. Hopefully not.
I might be able to aid with this more so as well. Chicktail is a far distance, and I don't want to make you walk all that way. Come stand by me.
Okay.
'90s. Let's see if we can make this work. And through the use of editing magic, I teleport us all to the archive. Because I do not want to make you walk that distance.
That is fair.
Beat me up, Scotty.
That is quite literally what I was doing. Yeah. Beat me up, '90s.
Beat me up 90s. The new catchphrase.
Whoosh.
Whoosh.
Air here is always nice.
I've never
It
seen
really
this place
is.
before. It looks really nice. My render distance is not like me.
I can imagine. So this place is rather chunky.
Oh, it's okay.
I'm more used to living by the coast and the sea, but
Fair.
this place has been good.
It looks very nice, to be honest. Nice structure going on. Nice valley too. I like it.
Come in. Welcome to my archive.
An archive. Okay.
Water's overflowed again.
Oh,
I'll have to dam that up later.
damn springtime ice mountain.
Right. Miss Genevieve, Miss Lily, are either of you carrying any extra weapons or armor than what I'm already aware of?
The
No.
lantern.
I have a
Sorry.
I have a pickaxe. That's about it.
I
Alright.
just have a sword, pickaxe, axe, shovel, and then this thing apparently.
Which is very fascinating to me. There's a rule board there, but the both of you seem very polite enough to not break any of those rules anyway.
My frames. What are my frames? 13. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna like, put stuff away real quick. I'll be back. Sorry.
Go right ahead. You don't need to read all of them if you don't want to.
Oh, fair. The landlord casting curses. Gotcha. Don't taunt. Okay.
Welcome to the main museum floor.
Nice.
Exhibits need to be filled still.
That's fair.
There is also a library on the upper balcony over there,
Oh, okay.
but the room I would like the both of you to follow me to is this way.
Okay.
And consider yourselves having curator or permission to enter the workshop part of the place.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Welcome.
Why? Huh. This is
That's
very-
Pringle.
Oh. Oh.
okay.
I did not notice that there was. Oh. That's really cool.
Why is it in there?
He's powering the place.
Oh.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, Pringle.
I didn't know that could be done. That's very cool.
Guardians produce, well, the other Guardians anyway, they produce a area of radiation that tends to cause vast amounts of lethargy.
Yeah.
The angrier it gets, the more it pumps out that wave, which is why I have it hooked up to a essential shackle that's being electrocuted.
Oh.
That's right. Water from the other place tasted similar. It's the radiation.
Oh,
By the way,
have you been drinking it from down here?
huh? Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
like,
thank you.
I accidentally fell, and then I tasted some, and then afterwards I've just been kind of.
Yo, that water is 100% irradiated.
Well, so am I.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not sure how that would affect
You're
the
radiant
revenant.
fever.
I'm not sure how that affected
Sorry.
the spirit. It's okay. Ooh,
But
it's a lot of stuff.
there are an amount of these I'm studying for other purposes, but there is a significant amount of space within the place left to carve out. But
Fair.
should you like, I could make a laboratory designated specifically for this.
I
I
mean,
could even try to make something that would be able to allow you to cast a ritual with greater strength and potency.
fair. If it's possible, that'd be really intriguing. I'm honestly not. I mean, the only way I know that would add more power to it from the method I've learned is adding more rings, basically, which is a little inefficient to do under my house because I don't want to have the foundation fall or something. But
Well, in
that might be
that
doable.
case, I'll carve up as much space as I can to give ourselves a proper occult section, I suppose.
Fair. It
Truth be told, I was trying to figure out what to do with space anyway.
uh, fair. I guess I'm glad that I can take up large amounts of space. uh, I'm just I'm just glad that y'all aren't, you know, hesitant about my abilities because that's, you know, kind of what the issue has been. What was at my home. Other people didn't like the fact that we could do that, what we do, even though we don't hurt
You'll
people.
you'll come to find I'm not a very judgmental person with most things. And to be honest, I've
We invited two homeless people to his home.
I mean, fair.
more than two at this point.
More than two. Fair. Sounds lively.
You and Halen, I'm afraid, are not the first homeless people I've let into a home.
Oh,
Not this home though.
surprise me.
Hmm.
It was a habit I suppose I was trying to break, but things happen.
Understandable.
As for the amount of time and trek that it would take to get here, I've been trying to work on something that could make getting over here much quicker.
Okay. That.
Oh,
It is very dangerous. Please do not tap on the glass.
Do not tap on the glass.
oh, goodness.
I'm guessing. I'm guessing. Don't feed it either.
Well, it's not a living thing, but
Yeah.
if too much matter goes through it, it'll start folding in on itself and possibly create a black hole.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
I meant that partly joking. You know, just like the don't tap on the glass. Don't feed the animals in the enclosure. You know.
Oh no, I haven't built a section for that yet. Maybe I should. Have
well,
found
we've given him ideas.
you have. But this is my attempts at trying to learn how to create a spell jammer.
Fair. Spelled. Isn't that what like sanctum? That's the name
Mhm.
has. Okay.
Indeed. I
Fair.
believe Port Spiral possesses one too.
I don't think I've been to Port
But-
Spiral.
We were there earlier. It's a very colorful city.
Fair.
My research has gone slow so far, but I think I'm getting closer.
Understandable. I definitely don't know much about the research. I'm more of the well, I mean, you saw what I did. That's more of magic than science.
Magic is something I only have some experience in. It's not my main area of study.
Fair.
What were you going to say, Lee?
Oh, I was gonna say, well, you know, you have the experience in the magic portion, and I have more of the science part. So
Oh, fair.
hopefully we'll figure
That-
something out.
That can be a good workaround then. Your knowledge in science, my knowledge in that.
Yeah.
Gods, I love this world. Where I came from, I was merely the only academic
Hmm.
or any kind of researcher of any kind.
That
Yeah,
sounds horrible.
Well, not everyone was. Nobody was dumb, don't get me wrong, but nobody really cared about the history of things.
Hmm.
Well, not very many did.
That's
But
fair.
lo and behold, here, there's a whole town of researchers. There's
Oh, wow.
Caracosta, who lives not too far away, and there's you two. Oh, there's even Valerie out in the deserts.
Oh, fair. So there's a lot more people here who are more intrigued in things that you've not seen. That those words.
A lot of people that I can trade notes with.
That
It also gives me some healthy competition, I'd say.
one. Healthy competition's good. It helps people work towards solutions a little quicker and efficiently.
It certainly makes it more fun.
That too. I do see this project. Okay. Interesting.
If any of you have any questions about the facilities here, by the way, feel free to ask, and you can also read from the books if you like. There is writing in them.
I just wasn't sure how much could be like what could be touched and what couldn't be touched. So I was just standing back a little.
All the lecterns have things written in them. Should you like to read them?
They just have like explosion spells written in them. You just open it, the page just.
Just says in all caps, die.
Oh no! Power word kill. Okay.
You got less than 100 hit points.
Oh, no. I mean, I have the normal amount for squishy human.
Roll down for Squishy Hollow.
It would be like an awful power word. Just like
I have something that comes to mind, and it's gonna break character so quickly.
it's
Oh no.
Power word explosive diarrhea.
That is a powerful one. That's a powerful one.
It is a spell that every Thai food restaurant has access to.
I cast men butt crack.
Oh no. Yeah. I've seen that one.
I cast Stubbs toe on doorknob.
A doorknob. That's an impressive one.
Or sorry, door frame.
Just flying kick into a doorknob.
I cast ankle obliteration, and it's just like a scooter appears.
Yeah,
Not the razor
scooter.
No. I've done that too many times when I was a kid. Not again.
My brother's done that. I didn't, thankfully.
I'm gonna go get some more water.
Kyo.
You,
That is
that
not
is so
healthy.
unhealthy.
Well, I haven't died yet, so
From what I've heard, you've died twice.
from this water.
Yeah.
Somehow it's both comforting and concerning that I'm the voice of reason in this group again. Well,
Stop drinking it.
Not
okay,
the
not the
only.
main voice of reason.
Being the only voice of reason can be taxing.
Tastes good. I feel like
No.
I should drink it. And it hasn't killed me yet.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Like,
It's
I
a-
don't feel... It's not like I get nauseous or anything when I drink it, you know?
All I'm saying is lead clearly tasted good. Lead doesn't do good for humans.
Well, I'm not a human now, am I?
Touche, but you
Truth be
still have the
told.
soul of one.
Truth be told, I'm not certain how much of the Revenant's gray matter remains on there, considering that the condition of the skin.
Hmm.
So who knows? It could just be his soul in there.
Yeah.
True.
I don't
noticed
know.
that
Do you
haven't
think
had,
he's... Oh, you go first.
Sorry. I noticed I haven't had, like, skin shedding at all. Like, you know how, like, if you get sunburn or something, your skin will, like, peel off. I haven't had any dead skin.
Do you think you still have kidneys?
That sounds like a
I'm afraid
threat.
to answer that question.
The most important question.
Oh.
Do your kidneys
Oh.
still exist? What?
Sorry, I'm getting too excited about having something to work on again.
It's all good. Excitement is good. But yeah,
I got a few things to work on, more or less.
fair. Yeah, I've never really gotten to examine a revenant. I don't know what how a revenant, like, I wouldn't want to do that, you know, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know what a revenant remains with, like, if it's just husk of body plus soul. I know there's a soul in there because, you know, hi, how's it going, y'all? You know. Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh, we are perfectly fine. I welcome
Oh.
I welcome conversation. Oh,
What did
Oh,
you okay?
you
I
got
just
potion
got
effects.
nauseous. Apologies.
Taco, did you get the
Oh.
wrong name? No, I cannot.
No. No.
Did you give the wrong
One with
person?
cheers.
Nauseous by
That's canon.
association.
Anytime purple drinks the water, Panda gets
Nah.
the effect. Anytime Panda drinks the water. Anytime purple, sorry, not Panda. Anytime purple drinks the water, Panda gets it.
The effects just are
I don't
backward.
think I want to.
Good. It's good.
It's good.
Apparently contact high exists. Sir, you're drinking irradiated water.
No. No.
It's good. Right?
No.
The only condolence I would have is the fact that my body would adjust to it likely, but not easily.
Hmm. Fair.
Man, no one ever likes things I drink.
I like the things you cook at least.
Thank you.
I feel drinking irradiated water is just not the, you know, the
Alright. That's not very good.
I'm
Anyhow.
fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
By any chance were you slurping that with the sugar cane as a straw?
Anyways, what?
That answers my question.
Oh gosh. Fair enough.
Yeah, I suppose since you two are down here anyway, may as well give you the tour of the place, if
Ooh.
you two
Okay.
are fine with that.
Tour sounds
Yeah.
fun.
This is it's a project.
Hmm.
It's a machine that's supposed to combine. The best way I can put it is it's supposed to craft things outside of the traditional means. But this was based off a design that a friend of mine made a long time ago, and I don't even know how it fully works. So it's at this point just a very fancy decoration.
I mean, it does look pretty cool.
It's rusting horribly, so there is that. Out here, of course, you already met Pringle, and I've got a bunch of knickknacks that I've been studying.
Hmm.
Most of these have written books as well.
Fair.
Over this
Okay,
way,
it's
in
about-
case Pringle fails, is my backup generators.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
When all else fails, good old Steam won't. And this
Good
is
old
my
Steam.
lab.
Oh. That's pretty cool.
Also, I don't think I've introduced either of you.
Hmm.
Meet
Oh.
90s Trash.
Oh, hello there.
Oh.
Oh, I did the thing again.
Hello there.
Crouching makes noises sometimes.
Hold on, I need to get this outboard.
Just snap, crackle, pop with the bones. It's fine, I promise.
It's the equivalent of like a dad yawning or something.
It's the equivalent of just like getting him from both, and like your kneecaps just like make the popping noises.
Don't even with Panda.
Well, my knees do that a lot, yeah.
Audibly cracks their like entire back.
Oh, I can't do that, but I crack my neck. It doesn't want to right now.
Accessing pre-recorded
Ooh.
response 427. This message is brought to you by Scott Bucks. If you bite into flesh, don't worry, it's human.
You keep saying that, I'm not entirely sure why. Genuinely, I'm not certain why.
That's a little concerning.
Accessing pre-recorded response 69. Nice.
Interesting.
Hey, now that there's been a long enough silence and you can cut it, you have issues.
Sorry. I know.
It's so stupid. Anyway.
Would you like to request a supportive anthem to aid your mental health?
An anthem. Like a song?
He's talking about music, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh. Interesting.
I feel refreshed.
Refresh.
He's my aide, if that's the right term, I suppose.
Fair.
He helps with things.
Seems pretty cool.
But aside from that, I've got shelves here. I'm going to. This is going to be devoted to studying Kyo's crystal growths a bit more later, but I haven't gotten. I haven't grown the sample he gave me enough to put it up there yet.
Oh, fair. That makes sense.
I asked Miss Lily. I asked you before about well, winged lizards. Behold. I don't know if either you can see it, but that is a dragon egg in there.
There's dragons? I did not know.
It's news to me too.
Fair. I've never seen those before.
In fact, there appears to be a other dimensional dungeon somewhere that was found by Port Spiral.
Oh.
And that's where these eggs were found in. In fact, myself and a couple of others found some of these eggs and managed to hatch them, but both of the hatchlings did not survive.
Oh.
Oh no.
The things inside of that dungeon were not friendly.
Oh, in the dungeon.
But the egg that I did find hasn't hatched yet.
Fair.
So I simply have it here in an incubator.
When it does eventually hatch, I would love to see what it becomes.
Yeah.
I feel it'd be quite interesting, actually.
I mean, you are my next door neighbor, so at that point, it would just be a short flight over.
Yeah.
Aside from that, these two rooms are for other methods of research, though this one here is a medical bay.
I don't believe I've been in here yet.
Oh, fair.
You know.
Interesting.
I haven't had the need to try and patch anyone up yet, and trust me, I am not a medical doctor. But
Fair. What's in there?
What?
It's where I was studying alchemy with the strange fungus earlier. There are also an amount of plants
I
in there.
didn't see that.
There were also an amount of plants that came from another dimension that were used as illicit substances, and I figured it would be a decent enough idea to attempt to study them.
Fair.
They're just fancy plants at this point.
That's fair.
Gio, don't lick those.
Oh no.
I don't know why I just like remember trying to force
Just studying, yeah.
We're just it must be like all the memories coming back or whatever.
It's on that's what starts keeping your memories or putting your memories back in order. Well, medicinally speaking. Aside from that, this room here is this is for a different side project.
Fair. looks cool. Oh,
It's a
I'm prompting the chat.
born chamber, if you will.
Oh, makes sense.
Oh,
That's very cool.
Yeah. Areas with more radiation.
More radiation. Oh gosh. Just promptly tries to get in there.
There's no water in there for you to drink. Ah,
It's only solid radiation, not liquid radiation.
it's not even solid.
Oh,
Oh, I see you found the weapon.
I did. I looked up. I was trying to figure out what that was, and I realized that's something more than I was thinking. Oh,
Have a look.
okay. That katana. Huh. That's really cool.
Would you like to take a look, Miss Lily?
yeah.
Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting. I keep jump scaring myself with the crouching.
Yeah. Oh, wait. How's it? I can't. I have it. I know I do.
How do you do it?
I don't know.
I can go party invisible also. Well, not fully, but party.
Oh.
I can do that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. There.
Oh.
What?
You two can go semi-incorporeal.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
It's part of the spirit magic, it would seem. I don't.
It's on to see
Ow.
Yeah.
It's on to see others with this kind of ability. I've only ever seen it once before.
Oh, fair.
Just recently learned about it, so.
I learned about it a while back. I've just been upcasting it to the max because it's very useful for traveling long distances.
In my case, my invisibility comes from just a learned adaptation.
Interesting.
Long story short, goes as a now you see me, now you
Oh.
don't.
Oh, hi.
Boo.
I assumed you were somewhere around there, just because everyone else was. Oh.
Also, out of character, I love. Of course, it's the friggin' shadow cats that have the katana. Like they aren't already weebs.
Oh yeah, character good. It's a joke amongst the staff that the shadow cats are massive weeps.
Fair.
These two charging.
What? I was down like 10,000 will, so I figured I should recharge it. You know. So it's always just in case. Yeah, this is
Aside
quite interesting though.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Aside from that, I have my heads in jars.
Oh. Oh. Interesting.
This looks like a little Pringle.
It is a little Pringle.
It's a share size Pringle. Instead of king size
The,
Pringles. Yeah, that's how it exists.
The one in the blue is I pickled a TARDIS.
Oh, fair. Oh, ooh.
Oh.
My frames were gone.
Yeah, mine went gone for a minute too.
I went from 18 to 2, I think.
Yeah, mine just straight up froze.
Something
Yeah.
must have happened.
Whoa.
Oh, this
What?
is an accident!
Oh.
Look out!
Oh,
Look out! This is an accident!
I was about to say, I'm
Ah.
like, that drowning noise.
That was a complete accident. I was meant to be spelling you guys the wrong spell. I have it.
may I add, what a fucking entrance.
The second I heard the casting and the drowning noise, I'm like, oh, Ellie's here.
Oh gosh.
Oh, it was an accident.
Of course
It
you
was
know
an
how we
accident.
all heard from all of
It was an accident. I didn't expect
Okay.
you guys to walk towards this way so quickly. Anyways,
Do we want
we're
to do
gonna
a
go.
take two? Do we want to do a take two?
No, it's okay. I'll just hide over here. You never saw me.
You didn't see anything.
Just a little bit of scuff as per usual. It's all good.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wait, so this. Never mind. Okay, we.
Fuck
Well,
every ball.
Fuck it, we ball. But besides that,
Yeah.
there's these tools I've been studying here.
Fair.
Are either of you hungry? I have a kitchen upstairs.
Sure. We brought some
Sure.
food, but it's just old potatoes.
I just have chicken.
By the way, can I request that I can use the kitchen sometimes? I kind of need a little one myself, but
What makes you think you live here?
well, yeah, but like it's upstairs with you.
But my room is also upstairs from the kitchen.
Yeah, but it's still higher than like where I live.
Okay, let's get something that in you that's not irradiated.
Everything good? Pause there for a
Hello.
moment.
Doing a good job protecting everything.
Trying to make fucking solid.
Huh?
Out of character comment, don't worry.
Oh. Oh, this way? Okay.
Yep, up this way. Takes us by the my guest rooms.
Nice. Oh, sorry. Oh. My frames are... Okay, there we go. I'm not used to playing with this little in the way of frames, so it's a little just like...
Yeah, I'm surprised you're functioning as well as you have.
I mean, my laptop's not bad. It's just it is definitely chugging a little bit. It's not been in active use for a few years.
But this way is the door to the kitchen, but over here is the dining room.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah, that the cauldron belongs to my landlord.
Oh. Fair.
I cook for him sometimes. And here's the kitchen.
Makes sense. We're getting the behind the scenes experience too, getting in the kitchen. Nice.
Most of my food's in the upper cabinet.
Fair. Okay. Gonna step back for a second because it's just doing it again. Just opening the barrels. I can feel it.
Whoop.
Oh.
Whoa. Okay. So don't eat wherever that food was. Gotcha. Or do eat wherever that food is, paradoxically.
You'll have to forgive me.
It's okay.
This is another one of my favorite snacks.
Fair.
Oh,
You can try it if you like, though fair warning on consumption, it will teleport you randomly.
That is fair.
It's very tasty though.
Ooh, that's not good. Fair.
sorry.
Perfectly fine.
I'm probably gonna stick with the mushroom stew.
You'll have to forgive my awkwardness. I'm not used to having guests, if that makes sense.
Well, that's okay. I understand that.
That's all right.
Happy to have him.
I'm used to having people. Well, I'll just say I'm used to having the homeless live with me, but.
Don't worry, I do have a home. It's just run down.
No, I do have one, so it's okay.
But I'm not one of the neighbors I would have. I certainly didn't have any back where I used to live.
Fair.
I was about to start building if I didn't see you guys.
Okay.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh.
No.
Is this the thing you brought up earlier?
What happened?
Alrighty. He was just reminded him of something.
Oh.
Socializing. Ooh.
That one
Guys,
thing
this
that people
part
do.
where we talk. Crazy.
Huh? Wait, I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
I said,
That
hey guys,
thing
this is the part where we talk.
crazy, huh?
Oh no, that is a part of the thing. So, how's the weather? I had to say it's necessary.
Stone brick.
Cracked stone brick.
Can I ask again why? I know it's the landlords, but why did he put this in here?
I think it's a representation of him being here.
Hmm.
Oh.
It's like it's trademarked or something?
Yeah, that's the best thing I can imagine it as. I wouldn't recommend jumping into it, or licking it for that matter. When I've cooked for him, I've tossed food into that.
Hmm.
So I'm fairly certain he eats whatever comes out on the other side of it.
Fair. That sounds.
Though to be fair, he's
Interesting.
pretty picky about his meals.
Hmm.
I mean, it doesn't taste bad.
I don't. What?
Specifically
I
told
don't.
two
I'm not
lads.
confident in how much of that is metal sticking to your tongue now.
Me having my nice snack of rust.
Miss Alessandra.
Hmm?
That was an accident. I wasn't meant to be that far. Ignore.
Ignore. Ignore for
You really
now.
got at that whole stealth thing, huh?
Okay, normally, okay, Taco, normally I'm a lot better at it, but I guess today is just not my day, okay?
Well, pulling
Normally,
out a pickaxe didn't help. I mean,
yeah,
Oh no, I fully saw the pickaxe from around the flashlight.
yeah, no, that was an accident. Sensitivity is really high for some reason. I had to fix it.
Man, he's a strange demon person that just like keeps appearing.
It's a
in
figment of the
hallways.
imagination.
You
I
already
was gonna
have one
strike
of
you
those.
with lightning, but I would have killed everyone else, so I can't.
I would have preferred it if
Anyways.
you didn't. Anyways. Back to lore. Whoosh. But I suppose since we're on that note, in the spirit of socializing, tell each other about ourselves, I suppose. I know that's a little difficult for half of us to do. But
I mean, I could go first.
Okay.
if you'd like.
Okay. Hello, I'm Theo. You guys all know me. This is my second time dying. I don't really know exactly what's going on, but I'm, you know, not gonna question it. I think I'm leaving that to 80s, which this dude is really cool.
I can concur from what I know about him. He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Of course.
I like reading books in the library over there.
Hmm.
And I don't tend to leave the house often, but when I do, it's fun.
Fair.
I'm 80s trash. I've died 2.5 times, and yeah, that leads into a story in and of itself, huh?
Yeah.
Dying
I have
two
I have a lot of stories to tell.
Fair. Sounds very interesting.
In the spirit of not taking the limelight, I'll move that over to you, Miss Genevieve.
Oh. Okay. Hi. Y'all already know me as the weird person that can do the spirit stuff. Genevieve, at your service. Introduction stuff. Um, I do spirit magic. I like helping people, so you know I really don't mind doing this stuff. I'm looking with my head, not my mouse. So I'm looking around the table right now, but I wasn't doing that. Um, but you know, so like this is it's really cool to get to meet some new people. My brain is kind of foggy right now. I've not died any
It's
times. I see. I guess I'm not in the death club yet, so I'll. I don't really have much more to say. So if you want to go,
Oh, yeah.
sorry.
I'm Lily. I've died once. I woke up pretty recently, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, neighbors from with 80s. I live just over there.
Fair.
I do try to research the soul, but not through the magic-y way you do, more of a scientific approach.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I
Hmm?
stood by that as well. I've tried to study the nature of souls the arcane way before, but that's just because it was kind of the only known way to go, relatively speaking.
Hmm.
Of, back where I came from. Alternatively, the other means was well, I mean, going the how to put where I came from. It's all very medieval where I came from.
Hmm.
Mm.
Fair. So tech was a lot less prominent.
Near non-existent.
That's fair.
What I know now, I know from people I met from other dimensions.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, I still can't wrap my head around that.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a little odd, the idea of other dimensions.
That is an interesting one. Yeah.
I don't want to take attention off from learning. Sorry, that threw me off.
This man just had a schizophrenic episode.
The campfire be like.
Was that a skinwalker?
Oh gosh. Just the frantic looking around.
But as I was saying,
Hmm?
as I was saying, I don't want to take attention off of learning more about all of you, but I'm okay to answer questions if you have them.
Fair.
I can start with the other dimension thing.
Yeah, that could probably be helpful.
Yeah, it's not something I'm well versed in. Funny enough, know nothing about that.
I remember what it was like when I first learned about it. I was terrified.
Hmm.
My first introduction to that was to people that came from a different dimension who not only could teleport around and do amazing feats of power, but also had technology beyond my wildest imagination.
Interesting.
So imagine showing that to what was essentially a medieval pariah.
Me giving pop rocks to an 18th century English child.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
But as how I understand it, there's a larger scale of, I suppose the best way to call them is dimensions, known as the multiverse.
Fair.
This, where we're standing now, this world we're in, is in one of these dimensions.
Hmm. Okay.
So there's. Hold on. So in like, there's multiple versions of like the planets we see.
That is a way to look at it, yeah. Constants and variables, I think, is a term to keep in mind with it.
Just something to stay
I've
constant.
I've met another me before, for example.
Oh,
You're
Purple
not
wire.
supposed to know that.
I'm going crazy. Sorry. Out of character.
Out of character, just watching Ellie zoom back and forth from the fucking door frame.
Okay. Also, no, because I thought I was going crazy and I didn't think purple. I thought you were 80s, like purple was
Oh.
like you, and so I was like, what?
oh,
And so I like
Hi,
tried to
Daga.
move.
Okay.
So I tried to move a little more to see if what I was looking at was correct, and I just went too far. And I was
see.
like, shit.
Ellie, this is how you stealth.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
Well, not everybody's blessed with the ability to stay behind walls and go purely
Sucks to
intangible.
suck. Nah, I watched Go to Spectator, they have that ability. But then not that was a canon is irrelevant.
So then I was just generally confused where I saw two of you, and then I was like, oh wait, I'm fully in shot. Then I like ran back.
I was so concerned for a second.
No, yeah, because I realized you and
Yeah.
us didn't have whatchamacallit on, Essential on, so I could switch the skin without you knowing. I
Oh.
would just
It was
stand,
going insane.
I was really
Oh.
confused.
Oh, so you were switching the skin on them.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So
I-
I
I-
know right now I'm staring at you with you.
Well, no wonder they were losing their fucking minds. You were literally skin stealing me.
Oh no.
Just because you said there was a skin locker,
You
I'm like,
skinned
okay.
me alive in front of our friends and didn't cook that?
Didn't cook.
Out of character, but I might have to go soon.
Oh, that's
Alrighty.
fair.
What? Anyways,
It's all good. We knew this was gonna happen.
I disappeared slightly.
Or disappearing slightly.
Okay.
Anywho. Whoosh.
It's about the dimensions.
Yeah, I have met another me before.
It sounds odd.
The circumstances weren't amazing, I'm afraid.
I'm sorry.
But he did give me 90s, so
Fair.
Oh, you met another you.
he had a different name from me though. Though he was pretty similar.
So basically, he's similar. All 80s are cool.
I imagine there's been one or two that aren't so cool, but that's the matter of it.
Fair. So, I guess that means there's multiples of every one of us then, technically? At least there could
There
be.
could be.
That is weird to think of. I wonder what...
That would be
Nah, I don't know.
Oh, extremely odd to think about. Though, oddly enough, I think there are also... I've studied this before. There could be instances of individuals or concepts or things. Oh god, it booted me because it thought it was AFK.
Oh, we should probably do the anti-AFK dance. Yeah. Getting out of the chair, walking around, sit back down.
You put your right hand in, you put your right hand.
Something, yeah.
He's back.
What?
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering why you froze a little earlier, that was me accidentally summoning in 1.5 million particles.
Oh god.
So, yeah.
That would do it, yeah.
There's a ghost.
It would.
The door keeps moving. There's a ghost in the kitchen.
What was I saying? No.
Oh Jesus!
About there being multiples of people, I believe.
Right. I do think that there are rare cases of individuals, concepts, or things being the same across the multiverse. One of the exhibits I have here, it's a beetle. His name's Tyrone. His species. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It's just a name for him. But I think his species is the same consistently across the multiverse.
That is interesting.
I don't know how, but it's one of those things that does scratch my interest a little bit. But
yeah.
Well, I mean, have you seen that thing? It looks pretty cool.
You're loving that word today, my friend.
I am.
Next question, I suppose, then.
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's just odd to think about the fact that, you know, that someone who is technically me in a different universe, but not me because they're a different person, most likely, exists, and how that world is. Like, a world with less tech than this, it sounds kind of odd, even though I don't have any tech in my house, really. I run mostly off of magic, you know, so it's weird to think of that kind of thing.
Technology does seem to be a bit of a mixed bag with things, as far as the individuals here go.
Fair.
The technology I've used, I'm just familiar with because people I know have used it similarly, and 90s has been here to help me make it.
Fair.
What would have happened if, like, I know this is morbid, but, like, another version of you dies? Like, does that happen, I think, to you? Or, like...
Fine.
You okay?
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's
I don't think you
fine.
should have asked that.
It's fine. I know by experience that nothing would happen to me.
Oh.
Oh.
It's just another person. Just another person with my face, essentially.
That... Huh.
It'd be like having a twin sibling, almost.
I assume so, yeah. That just sounds really... I don't know. It's just... odd, but I don't disbelieve you.
Trust me, I hit the ground running with my first introduction of that. A friend of mine has a whole handful of friends that look nearly identical to him, talk very similarly to him, but all are a collection of different personalities that you can clearly tell the difference. One moment I'd be talking to the one I'm familiar with, then I'd be talking to a snarky doctor, and the next I'd be talking to a boisterous Scotsman who's trying to give me liquor.
Interesting.
No.
There's a whole lot of stories.
It sounds like it, honestly.
You should write them down.
Write a little novel about your experiences.
I have done that before. I used to. Kind of lost my drafts, I suppose.
It's understandable.
There's dried kelp in here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
You and the kelp.
It used to be all I ate back at home.
Oh. Fair.
To be fair, though, at that time I used to live in an inlet.
Interesting.
Are you drinking more of radiated water?
Not this time. Unless your water in there is radiated.
It is not, believe it or not.
So that's
Yeah,
better
they don't-
water.
I don't know. I think he's fallen in love with the fact that it's spicy.
Oh god, no.
Oh gosh. Spicy water.
Bad.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Oh, right, wrong thing.
Oh.
There you go. I'm not playing that game because I know you can easily kill me.
Who hit me with the spell?
Me. Because you said gamer. Because you said bath water.
Stand clear of the area.
Yeah, I'm gonna step clear.
That's not nowhere near clear. Anyways,
Over there.
try like 20 blocks away.
Oh.
Issues.
Yeah, no, I'd rather you not do that in my room.
I know.
It's funny because I'll just hit F5 on accident and I'll just like see this little gremlin peeking around the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. Not really sure what to not really sure what to ask about these other dimensions, as that's just kind of.
We could move on to simpler questions if that's easier.
Why do we die?
Why do we die?
Well, you see, little Billy.
Where
Why
did
do-
I come from? No.
You fell off a tree.
Just clunk. Oh god.
We are plants. We fall off of trees and grow from there. Because we're made of 80% water.
Why do we? I'm asking the deeper questions.
Let's get back to it before
No.
Tago.
It's starting again.
Oi.
No.
Uh,
No.
And you, yeah, let's
No.
let's get back to it before it does go into that way.
Fair.
Why don't?
Oi, Tago, please.
I'm working on it. Give me a second. Mistakes are made.
What?
the
Mistakes
spirits.
are made.
I can't believe this guy.
Oh, give me a second. 1 second. Dev
What
testing
happened?
went wrong. Dev testing went wrong. Don't worry about it.
Me hitting
What
the
happened?
soundboard.
What
Fine, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Now I'm
you do?
just curious.
We're good. We're good.
Nothing
Listen,
happened.
I misinputted. Misinput.
I don't know where I am.
Is a misinput.
Help!
I summoned something that I should have.
Yeah.
Oh, did
Left
you?
side.
The shadow
Did you?
realm.
Oh. Thank you for fixing the taco.
Oh.
Yeah,
my God.
that way.
Wait, let's see if I can hide in them.
You are very noticeable.
I know.
I'm gonna have
You're
to
like
go
a-
in a minute.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Let's finish this up here.
Out of character. When you come back later, I can take you back to your house. Or though you also know the direction. It's not that far.
Yeah, I think I might just make a smooth exit.
Okay.
That felt is good.
I think if we're done with the meeting and everything today, I might head back. I have some stuff going on at my house that I want to make sure I'm not gone from too long.
Of
That's
course.
fair.
And thank you for
And
coming along, Lily.
yeah, hopefully we'll be able to meet again soon to figure out more
I'm
for
looking
Soul
forward.
and
I'm looking forward to science.
Yeah. Well, I am going to head out then.
Alright.
Hopefully I'll see you all soon.
Goodbye, Lily.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'll walk out real quick and then I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay.
I must say,
And then there were two.
yeah. I was gonna say, I must say, I've never actually seen revenants in person before. I didn't know what to expect. I don't know. Restless spirits usually tend to be angry, so I'm glad that I didn't get my face torn off.
Well, I don't think either of them would tear your face off. At least I don't think Keo would.
They both seem pretty polite. I'm glad.
I kind of found him just in a geode on my property.
In a geode, interesting.
I think it has something to do with the crystal growths that have been growing along him.
Oh, in a crystal geode. So, oh, okay. I mean, that's an odd one. Again, these seem to be a lot more. Sorry, I thought I heard a noise. These seem to be a lot more specialized cases. Okay, I'm hearing a noise. Gotcha. Than what I'm used to seeing. You know, like with the fungi and then the crystal. But seems like words just disappeared out of my head. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. I do appreciate you coming out.
Of course, I mean, like I was raised and taught to help people, and especially the spirits and the dead. So this literally is exactly what I'm supposed to be doing according to how I was raised and how I act. You know, this was literally like you said. I'm like, oh yeah, please, like I would like to help. You know, because that's kind of been my life's work. And hopefully it'll continue to be my life's work. I like doing this. You know.
Reminds me of Keo's probably somewhere. Reminds me of people I used to know.
Yeah. It's fair. Oh.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Keo.
Actually, we haven't done the full tour, have we?
Not the full, though. Not many of the exhibits are really ready for the full tour.
That's fair. This is a really grandiose place compared to what I'm used to seeing, so it is really cool.
It took time and it took help.
That is fair. The only thing I've seen to the scale of this is towns. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I said despite how big it is, it is a little lumpy.
That's fair.
I typically am not a fan of such big spaces, but the ruins were already in place.
Makes sense.
You're always downstairs.
Yeah, it's the kind of issue of so much space I don't know what to do with it.
That's understandable. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what furniture to put in my house. Like the table and the chair that you saw are new furniture additions to my house. That's it. It's like those rooms are so much smaller.
If you don't mind me asking, I have a question.
Of course.
The streak of white in your hair, that wasn't there last time I saw you.
It was not. No. Yeah, it was not there. I don't really know why it's there. Well, me saying that is me lying technically. It what it is it's okay though. I will assure you of that. Um, not sure why. I'm not sure if I really want to talk about it, mostly because it'll be a fairly long-winded explanation.
If you're not comfortable as well, you don't need to share. But
I mean,
you've been helpful enough. If you wish to talk about it, it's only right of me to listen. Should you like to?
fair. It's probably important to know. I didn't really want to tell many people, but also, again, I trust you, 80s, and I trust people that you trust because, well, again, you weren't like, you weren't the person casting loud spells while we were at the docks. You weren't, which it just spooks me. It's someone else's way of casting, sure, but it's a little bit. I digress. That
Barnes can be a bit boisterous, but his character is strong.
Fair.
And
I didn't really mean Barnes. Meant the other person who appeared, the trader.
Mr. Wren.
Yeah.
The merchant.
The merchant of souls, if I remember correctly. Or 4 souls. Anyhow, that's not actually that important to this. So one thing that's important to know about magic and like basically talking to the spirits is those two things both do kind of like, at least from how I've been told, basically are a strain upon your soul. So doing one usually is fine, usually doesn't do anything to your soul. Doing both is not the best. And as you can see, I am stubbornly doing both. Talking with spirits, summoning spirits, and practicing magic past that. So, okay. One thing I am capable of doing also, at least for myself, I've not tested on others, is basically sensing, since I can sense the life force of others, I can also sense my own life force and know roughly, can guesstimate how long that means I have. Not that quantifies too much, as I've only been here for 20 years and some change. But I can tell how long I'm supposed to have left. And the time's going down faster than it should.
Are you not worried that your use of your abilities might be hastening that?
They are. I know they are. I've been checking. But also, I don't fear dying. I don't fear that. That's nothing. I need to, if I can cast magic alongside my other capabilities, I can be more potent, so to speak, if that makes sense. It's more of the fact that, like, people use magic. Both y'all are capable of using magic, I assume, yes?
Yeah.
More so, he's able to utilize it more so than I. I'm not entirely sure how I'm able to utilize what I can.
Fair.
It's new.
That's okay. But that's what I mean, like, I was told to not use magic because I was told to leave for my own safety because what I can gather from now is that basically that our town was ransacked as of due to us being practitioners of spirit magic, which is usually considered a dark art, and also being able to talk with the dead, such macabre things. Now the thing is, like, I don't know if they've ever met any spirit users that aren't like myself and my people, but we use that as an extension of our ways of of communicating with spirits. It's meant to be an extension of that, only used for combat if strictly necessary. You know. But yeah, using both of them basically.
Are you sure you want to do this? Because it's like you're actively destroying yourself, and I mean, I was fortunate to get another life, but that doesn't really matter because it's
Yeah, I get what you're
also
saying.
understand better than most what sacrificing bits of yourself to attain a goal can do. That's I'm with him on this one. Is it? Are you sure this is something you want to do?
It's my life's work. I stand by my work. I mean, okay. Even though I was told not to practice magic, clearly, being given this, my my parents knew that I would break that. You know, they probably knew that I'd been learning in secret, just not casting. Like learning how to how to use magic, just trying not to cast magic, because I found it odd that to have that restriction, even though it will be the death of me, because I'm gonna die either way. You know, I mean, it's a one way or another thing, so why not just make more of an impact? That's my philosophy on it, and I mean it seriously.
The value of the life is in the action of it, not in the duration.
Correct. Like, you know, like if I keep if I not keep if I start if I start having to use magic at you know, like say I double my magic usage, I don't know how long that means I would have left, as right now I have not burned much time yet. I've burned only 10 out of the four. No, not 10. I don't remember how much. I'd have to check and do a lot of thinking about that. It's not huge amounts. It's just the strain on the body. You know, as you can see with my hair.
while I agree, it's you know, it's the time, or sorry, it's what the actions you do in that life
Yeah.
more over than the actual length of time you have. If what you're doing is shortening that length just to exponentially increase just one of um, your goals, there's still other things you can do with that time. Like you could still work towards that goal and finish that goal in a longer lifespan, and you would also have time to, I don't know, go have fun with people or go meet new people and explore these more things rather than just
I get
I
what you're saying.
imagine you're at I imagine you're at least not in a hurry to dry yourself out completely.
Imagine I'm what? Sorry.
I imagine you're not in any hurry to dry yourself out completely.
I would prefer not to. It's more of a be. It's more of a to do my work. I figured that it's just beneficial to be able to use more means than I could alone, because I used to have I used to have access to people in my town who used this magic. I used to have access to people in my town who did the same, were capable of the same things I was capable of, so we could work together and boost that. But well, from that community, I am the only person I've met, you know, from the people that I knew. They're all gone. So I don't know. I'm not I'm not overly concerned about, again, like, I've been around death for my entire life, so death doesn't mean anything to me. It's and death doesn't seem to stick for some people too. Even like, I'm sitting here with people who death hasn't stuck with twice, and it's like I don't it probably will stick for me. That's okay. It doesn't concern me though. It's like, for me, I value being able to make an impact, and if that means I need to burn more time, I burn more time. I don't know. It makes more sense in my head.
I can see the logic behind it. Though, in the context of you working with us, let's agree to take proper precautions as we do, as we focus on the research then.
Okay. I will do my best to.
I'm not going to deny you what you figure your purpose is, but
It's okay.
I'm going to say I admire the will of it, and I admire your heart. However, I've heard stories before that these people will say all these things, and then they will get lost in their works, and I've seen one of them before. They just wilt away. And I don't want to see another person going out like that.
That is understandable. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have ever been given the chance to practice magic. My town would still be okay. The people I was raised with would still be with me, but they likely aren't. I mean, I've not went to the far north to try to find my town again. I know where it is roughly, and I can sense that there's nothing in a area that was roughly the size of a town, and then some. It's just that I just want to basically do right by the people who raised me, the people who I was with, the people who taught me to be who I am, and prove that people who use spirit magic aren't whatever they thought we were. Because I don't use it for evil. I don't use it. I scarcely use it for combat. I train in case I need to fight, but I don't have any intention of killing. That's something I was trained never to do. Ooh, I think we need to do the AFK shuffle. It's it's like I understand the thought process, and I totally get that. It's just that's not the thought process I'm working with. I don't know if that makes sense. Hard to make sense to me, but it's just something I do. Sorry.
That's the result. I don't see an issue.
I trust you. So, especially after telling you this.
Fair. I appreciate it.
And I feel just as if I owe you a tad of a bit of a story as well in that regard.
Oh.
So,
okay.
I told you before that I didn't have a full soul.
Correct. I do remember that part.
This is where it went to.
Your weapon?
It's soulbound, as it's called.
Huh.
Interesting. Back in my world.
Mm-hmm.
My home was on the brink of war.
Hmm.
And people that I knew were terrifying to me at the time.
Hmm.
I mentioned the people that came from other dimensions, and I grew paranoid of the power that those people held.
I get what you're saying.
Not to mention that people that I had associated with began going down darker roads as well.
Hmm.
One in particular stood out amongst them, using a very powerful weapon and gaining a very slicker grip on both temper and restraint.
Oh.
So I tried to make a weapon that could match evenly. Oof.
Sorry.
That's spooked me. Sorry.
But I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
The weapon didn't do anything, and when it was first tested,
Oh,
it wasn't enough.
I'm sorry.
So I got desperate, and I attempted to create something more powerful out of it using similar magics to what was in that weapon.
Souls.
But I made exactly. But I made a promise to myself that whatever I did, it would come at nobody's cost but my own.
I get what you're saying.
And so it did.
Fair.
Death worked in a very odd way within my world.
Okay. How so? If I may ask.
My theory, there's a few theories, or people have theories, but I think mine is reasonable enough. Whether it be due just to something created by the gods of our world or just something inherently magical, the souls of the denizens of that world were strong and resilient. So much so that you could come back from death and regenerate your body without much effort.
Interesting.
But there came instances when that I'm just gonna stand behind here so I can get a better look at the both of you.
It's okay.
You can take a seat there as well.
Okay.
Much more cinematic POV. What are you saying, Keel?
Apologies, but I just there's a person in the archive somewhere.
Oh.
I believe so. Like me to do with that? You want me to get them out or bring them up?
What did they look like?
Human, I think. I don't know. It was just my dog. They're not trained to actually go and bite anyone, but
I don't see anyone.
into a monster call, so
Yeah, I don't see anyone's tag down there, so it should be fine for now, maybe. But I'll do a sweep after we finish talking.
Is everything okay?
I very much see a tag, but continue.
Oh, now I see it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Anywho, though, you're all good. There were exceptions to this. When the damage, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, was so strong and so difficult to repair that it left damage on the person's soul. I've seen each of these instances occur, especially with myself.
Oh.
in my world, we called these canon lives.
Okay.
And I myself had already died twice before I made the scythe.
Oh.
When I attempted to make it, it didn't work at first. In fact, it blew up literally in my face and embedded shards of the weapon in my chest, quite literally.
Oof.
The matter of it is what I didn't realize is that the reason it didn't work was because I didn't complete the process yet. I needed to die for it to work.
Oh.
And well, I did. I'm not gonna go into the details of.
That's okay. You don't have to. It's okay.
It took a piece of me out to make it. It took a while to get used to the emptiness.
Hmm.
Would this be the reason why? God, this is morbid, but you were. I remember that you encountered that taco person. How you saying you damaged goods to your landlord?
Exactly that. My soul's no good because it's broken.
Anyways.
I mean, the landlord's words, not mine.
I'm just sorry you were pushed to the basically need of that boost of power, no matter the cost type deal. I guess that is kind of. Yeah, no, I get that.
The point of me telling this story is, I understand why you do what you do. I think.
Fair.
That there's duty with it.
Yes, there is.
And I'm not going to deny you that. But considering the fact that we're now friends, I'd say.
I'd concur.
I have a vested interest in making sure you do not tear yourself asunder.
It's not my express goal by any means. If push came to shove, though, I would to save people. You know, that's kind of my thing. Like, I feel like if if something were to happen, I would sacrifice my morals. I would sacrifice my life to save people I know. Because at the end of the day, if I can save more people than I am, I think it's a worthy sacrifice to save people for the greater good.
I can respect that.
It's so I know it probably seems, yeah, a little reckless, and I can see that. But I don't have much justification for it. It's the method the method I've basically thought through that would suit me helping people to any extent, because while I would rather not see what happens when I burn out all my time's gonna burn out either way, and if I can if I just have to burn I just burn it a little bit faster or a lot bit faster, but it does more than I would feasibly be able to do in the amount of time given left, I don't really see as much of a loss, because I mean like the worst that's gonna happen is I'm gonna die, and I've seen that happen before. I'll see it happen again. I've dealt with the dead. I've dealt with, you know, it's just more of like a, I've seen what happens, and it's not that
Yes, but
terrible in my opinion. It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
one thing, you can have all of the experience you want, but really it hasn't happened to you.
It has not. You're completely correct. So
It's not.
I'm sorry.
Are you okay, Q?
No, yeah, it's fine. It's just like it's. I feel that it's not something that it should. What is he doing? I feel that it.
Anywho,
Not something you can just normally be like, oh yeah, I died. Like,
I get
it's
that.
not something that can be easily shrugged off.
yeah.
This is true. I do understand where you're coming from, and I do appreciate it. It's just, I don't know. It depends on how the scales are weighed, you know. If the scales are weighed in a way where burning my magic, you know, using magic and burning my time is not the best idea, then I will refrain. If it seems like it's a better idea, though, then I'll deal with what comes from my actions, and that's okay in my opinion, honestly. I do respect the concern, though. I just am. I don't know. I don't have I don't really have the words proper to explain it. Because firstly, I was telling myself that I wouldn't give up basically these secrets, and I decided that, well, trust y'all, might as well come clean about what's going on with my hair. It's gonna be like, oh no, I just dyed it, yeah, totally. But that's,
I do appreciate that you did.
so, yeah, you know, so I just don't have the like wording that I was hoping to have when when I was explaining this to people and trying to explain the rationale of, no, I'm not trying to die, but if I do die, that's something I've been all too familiar with, death. I mean, sure, I've not experienced it firsthand, so again, that's out of my depth to know anything about. Gosh, I need to drink some water. 1 second. My throat is crackling.
Yeah, I've already needed that before to clear my throat.
It's all good.
Snap, crackle, and pop.
Rice Krispies. But you know, it's just like, sorry, it's just, if it's necessary, I will do it. If it doesn't seem necessary, I will, of course not. Funny enough, I do actually quite like the world. Life is quite beautiful, which is funny to say when I'm using a magic that's pretty close to death magic. That life is one of my favorite things. I find that kind of funny.
Hey, I mean, have you seen? Oh, you haven't. But I was gonna say, have you seen my room? I'm literally dead, but
Fair.
Probably would be a decent thing to look at as we walk out.
Okay.
while we're at it, I might take a stop off at our uninvited guest.
Fair.
If it's a human in a white hoodie, then I have a certain feeling about who it might be. I've said before that I've taken in the homeless. Well, I'm pretty sure that this one's actually homeless.
Oh.
It is a very pretty room.
Oh wow. I like it.
Thank you.
Hopefully he's within stable boundaries, because last time he was here, he threw up all over the floor.
Oh.
From that dog you want over here.
I forgot how the stairs worked. I fell down half the flight. I do appreciate the tour of your words. Museum, collection, archive. There we go. I do appreciate your hospitality.
Right there.
Of course. Thank
It's
you.
also,
Did you find him, Kyo?
I may have found him.
if you want, I can leave you to it.
This way.
Of course.
By the way. Behind
Alright.
you.
I
Behind
will
you.
see you again.
Alrighty. It's a pleasure seeing you.
Pleasure seeing you too. Thank you,
Bye,
Genevieve.
Genevieve.
Of course.
Thank you.
Have a good one, y'all. It's good seeing you too.
Look forward to seeing you again.
As do I. Okay. Well, that was not my intended goal to spill the beans, so to speak, on that. But it was important for them to know. Also, I wonder what this sword does. Oh. Oh my. That was more than I was expecting. But with that, it seems I have a long journey home. And a lot to think about. Alrighty. Where are you, my friend? There you are. Sorry, I'm looking through my stuff. But yeah, I think that will be the end of this stream. Oh my gosh, a 3-hour long stream too. That's a first for me in a few years. Maybe that'll be a more common thing. I'll need more water though. I'm running out. But yeah. Hope y'all enjoyed the shenanigans, the little bits of things going wrong as per usual, you know, all the fun stuff. And yeah, I do hope to be active more, especially because it's summertime, you know, so that's kind of the goal. And my frames are fighting me. I'm not sure if I can stream on the modded server right now, purely because my frames are they're absolutely something. But maybe, once I get my computer back up and running again, maybe. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that, and until next time, I will see ya. Damn rambling. Have a good one, y'all. Stay safe.